This video is going to be about Minecraft console mods. Now, I do know that this has been something that previously I used to post on my channel until recently. I just thought I wanted to make some different content regarding Minecraft on the console edition. So the reason why I've made this sort of video is because in light of the new recent update on the Better Together update. Most people do know what the Better Together update is, but if you don't know what the Better Together update is, it's basically the update that allows all the features that we've wanted on the original Minecraft console edition to be here on the new version of Minecraft. Although the Better Together update version of Minecraft isn't that great, simply because there's a bunch of bugs, glitches, and just random stuff that happen, which isn't really good for the game at all. So yeah, we're at like a weird point in Minecraft where, you know, we can get mods, but at the same time we don't really want those mods that are there because they're just really glitchy. And the way that you get mods is that, you know, you have to have like either, you know, another version of Minecraft so that you can, you know, join the world with mods to play on Xbox. So it's not too great right now, but one of the things that is, you know, possible is, you know, the previous console, you know, mods. So, you know, previously what I previously did is that if you had an Xbox 60 or PS3, you could so as I was saying, what you could previously do is you could previously, you know, well, you can still, if you want to, you can still mod on the Xbox 360 or on the, you know, on the Xbox PS3, the Xbox 60 or the PS3, you can actually mod those games. Now there's different versions as well, because you can also get yourself custom skins. You can get yourself, you know, some really cool custom skins. Now I don't know how you do this. There's a way you can do it on the Nintendo Wii, and I believe that's the only platform. I think maybe it's the WiiU actually, guys. I'm not really too sure about the Wii. I think it's the WiiU version of Minecraft that you can get cool custom skins, and possibly only on the PlayStation 3, not on the Xbox 60. And if you want it on the Xbox 60, you have to JTag your Xbox. But nonetheless, that's pretty much something that was always available as well. However, one of these things that we've wanted, guys, was mods. But what you could also do is you could mod your own world, edit certain values and certain things. That would be really cool. That would give you awesome features. Like one of the things I did was I made a sword with 16,000 units of damage, and I was running around and I managed to one hit the Ender Dragon, you know, just one hit. And then I also managed to, you know, one hit the Wither, which was really crazy. So these type of mods, they weren't official, you know, Minecraft console released mods, but they were just, you know, other people who decided to create mods for the game, you know, and just, you know, I just taught you guys how you could do that. I've done a couple of tutorials on how you can do it, but I know that most of you guys don't want to do it because it does require a computer, and most people just, you know, want to set up their Xbox, play their mods and stuff like that. So I kind of made this video to just talk about where we are in terms of, you know, mods for the future of Minecraft, because you know, we do want mods. That's something that the whole community has wholly agreed that we do want, because, you know, like I said, the Better Together update, there are mods, you know, we've got the mods, but they aren't great. But at least we've got the mods, but they're only on the Xbox One edition, which isn't great as well. So what I believe that, you know, we really want, to be honest with you guys, is mods for the previous console edition. Now that's what I would want as well. I honestly would want that simply because it's the version of Minecraft that, you know, everyone knows and already plays, and is the one that, you know, is just already like fixed up. Like it's already, I don't know how to explain it. It's already, you know, it's already good, you know what I mean? Like the Better Together update, it's okay, but it's not great. It's not finished. They rushed it out. So yeah, that's why I said that version of Minecraft is the one that I would definitely expect us to get mods on, because it's just so much better. But yeah, would mods come for the old version of Minecraft? Would it come for the old version of Minecraft, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and Xbox 360? My personal opinion, if mods would come, is yes and no. Now you guys might be thinking, JrewsMC, just give us an answer. Yes and no isn't really an answer, is it? But I'll tell you guys why I say yes and no right now. The reason why I say yes is because, first of all, the Minecraft PlayStation edition, they say, and this is what they say, so, you know, we have to, you know, take it with a grain of salt because they always change their opinions. They say that, you know, the PlayStation will possibly never get the Better Together update, although I don't believe this to be true. They say the PlayStation will never get the Better Together update. What they also say is that, you know, the Xbox One edition is, you know, never getting any updates either, even though it got updates after. That's why I said I don't kind of trust, I don't trust 4J Studio. I just don't want to listen to what they have to say. I'll just, you know, I'll be like, I'll listen to what they say, but I still think certain things are going to happen. So personally, I believe that, you know, yes, they could update it, they could give us mods, because of course if the PlayStation edition isn't going to get any updates anymore, then it would make sense for them to, you know, possibly give them mods or something cool like that, because, you know, 4J Studios, that's the version that they're working on now, you know, that's what I mean, you know, it'd be really cool. And since the original versions of mods aren't even that good, for example, on the Better Together update, they aren't even that awesome, they could just add mods in on the old edition, which would be really cool. So that's something that they could do. Like, you never know, that they could just update the PS3, because we're at that point in Minecraft where, you know, PlayStation, basically, guys, if you didn't know, the console edition was always just playing catch up. The console edition was just always playing catch up. That's all it was doing. It was just always, you know, trying to catch up to the PC edition. That's all it was doing. But now that that's done, now that that's, you know, we've caught up and we're all on the same edition, all we need to do now is, you know, add new and unique features. So possibly what we might get is mods. That's why I say, you know, yes, there is a chance we might get mods. The reason why I say no, we aren't going to get mods, the second reason is because this, and I know this might seem sad, guys, but the reason why I say no, we might not get mods is simply because of the fact that there's a possibility that, you know, 4J Studios just don't ever want to do that with the console version of Minecraft. But so yeah, as I was saying, it's something that isn't entirely on 4J Studios' radar, as in, you know, they could finish the game, you know, update it to the exact PC status, but mods aren't something that directly need to be in the game, because mods aren't, you know, something that, well, I mean, they are a big part of Minecraft, but it's not like, you know, they need mods to have the game on the edition, because there are certain editions that work fine without mods and have done so for a very long time, which is why I say, you know, mods, they aren't, you know, like, they're not entirely part of 4J Studios' work. Like, you know, Microsoft aren't going to say we want mods in the game, although they might, but at the same time, the reason why I say no is because they don't care about PlayStation, guys. They honestly don't care about the PlayStation edition. And the reason they don't care about the PlayStation edition, I mean, they do, to be honest with you guys, they do care about the PlayStation, but not as much as about the Xbox One, because of course when Microsoft owns their company, they own, you know, Xbox, they're gonna be, their focus is just gonna be on the Xbox One, which is why they decided to have the Better Together update, because they wanted to provide that great experience for Xbox users only, because, you know, they want people to switch over to the Xbox One and say, you know, we've got the best Better Together update. They want people to, you know, leave the PlayStation 3 edition, which is why I even think that there's a huge possibility that they won't give them mods, because if the PlayStation 3 edition, guys, and if the PlayStation 4 edition and Xbox 360 edition does get mods, what reason will people have to want to get an Xbox One edition, guys? There's literally going to be no reason for people to, you know, want to get that. So that's the only reason I can see that, you know, PlayStation won't get mods, simply because they want people to get Xbox. They want people to be envious of Xbox. And of course they did try and push for the, you know, for the update first. They did try and, you know, push for the update to come out on PlayStation, but of course Sony rejected it, and there's nothing you could really do. I mean, Sony are a company that, you know, they can choose what they want to do. But yeah, Sony own PlayStation, and PlayStation, that's reason why we're not going to get that update. So that's just pretty much that reason there. But yeah, I definitely feel like mods is something that we should always talk about, and I just wanted to keep you guys interested on what's going on with mods. I definitely feel like there's a possibility that, you know, mods will get better for possibly the Xbox One edition, because right now, if you just have an Xbox One, you can't get mods. Like, if you only have an Xbox One, you have to have someone else's world who, you know, has mods, and then they have to invite you. So if you just have an Xbox One, you can't just get mods just yet. Which is why I say that, you know, possibly in the near future, you know, maybe around next year, we're going to be getting more mods and features that, you know, are accustomed to more the Xbox One edition. So to sum it up, guys, this video, basically, for the future, I personally don't think PlayStation edition is going to get mods, although we never know, because 4J Studios have known to go back on their word and do random things. And they most likely won't get mods, simply because Sony rejected the Better Together updates, and mods are in that version, and, you know, they're like, why are we going to create two versions of mods when one already has mods? Like, we might as well just make them come over to the Xbox One edition if they really want mods. And Microsoft are happy with this, because, you know, the PlayStation users are like, oh, well, we want mods, we want to come over to here. And so yeah, and there's no reason for them to update the PlayStation edition with some crazy amazing features when they want the best edition to be the Xbox One edition, which is the one that's owned by Microsoft. But at the end of the day, it's all owned by Microsoft, so we never know. I personally don't think PlayStation edition is going to get mods. The Xbox One edition is going to get mods better. I think they're going to allow mods to be directly from the console, which is what I honestly believe. And yeah, that's going to be it. I think we're going to be allowed to purchase add-ons from the store in the form of mods on the Better Together update. The PlayStation edition just going to be updated usually. No other features, possibly some other features that we might get. It just, you know what it all depends on, guys. To be honest with you guys, it just depends on whether or not Sony wants to bring the Better Together update to thingy. If they accept the update, console Minecraft would be 100% much more better, because the fact that they didn't accept the update is just confuses literally everything, guys. So what do you guys think about mods? Do you want mods? And this is my question for the days for you guys. Do you want mods on the standard version of Minecraft, or do you want mods on the Better Together update of Minecraft? Do you want to just keep mods on there, or do you want mods in the old version as well? Me personally, I really want mods in the old version because I like that version much better. But I guess I'll just have to wait and see what you guys say. But yeah, guys, it's been Drews MC. If you did enjoy the gameplay and the background, that gameplay, some of the mods were real, some of them weren't real, some of them are concept gameplay. I'm not sure which gameplay I picked, so some of it might be real, some of it might just be fake. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, do not forget to leave a like, do not forget to subscribe. It's been Drews MC, and until the next time, it's going to be peace from me.